15, 20 minutes, not long, but I wanted to share Chris's journey with you guys and introduce you guys to Chris. If you guys don't know what we do, Chris and I are both health and fitness coaches. And I think a lot of times there's this misconception that you got to be like in ideal shape or tip-top shape to be able to inspire or to help somebody. And so Chris and I are in different levels, different parts of our journey. He's become one of my best friends. I can't wait till I get to see him in person again. And I'll tell a little bit about that. But I have this written down here at my desk that I wanted to share with you guys as we get started. Our intent is to be of service to people, and our job is to influence people to have a better and a healthier lifestyle. And here's the deal: if it doesn't work, they get their money back. And one thing you learn about Chris and I is we'll help anybody, no matter what. It doesn't require any money. It doesn't require anything like that to be able to get support and motivation or help from Chris or I. I know Chris and I started our journey. Chris didn't buy anything from me. We met, funny enough, right, Chris? We met through a Facebook ad. And yeah, and it's really cool how social media works in these ways. But I met Chris. I remember getting a message from him, and it was just really brief and to the point of just saying he needs to change his life, and if I don't change it, I'm gonna die, and I need to change my life. So with that being said, Chris, I don't want to do all the talking. I just want to ask you, that started back for us, that relationship back in June of this past year of 2017. What was your life like back in 2017 and prior? How did you feel?
Thinking back, looking at it in the light of, where I am now, I don't think I had one. I don't think I had a life. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful children, but I wasn't living. I was dying. It was a job where I could metaphorically sleepwalk through it, working nights, very long hours, 18, 90, 100-hour weeks. Barely saw my family. Not even really covering the bills, even though I was working like ridiculous hours. It wasn't a life. And, when I reached a peak weight of 378, I felt like I was dead, but I hadn't passed away yet. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Wasn't good. So at 378 and feeling like this, I think many people might be able to relate with this. I want people to understand why I have you on this video today, because I believe there's people out there that feel like you do, whether they're at 378 like you were, or whether their ideal health and weight would be like 130 or 140 and they're at 200, right? They're just at a place where they're not comfortable and not where they thought they would be in their life. Somehow we just seem to get to those places. And so you were feeling like that, and so like this complete stranger at the time sending emojis and, hey Chris, I'm super excited to meet you. I got this fitness and health support group. Would you like to join it? Like, did you have any hesitations? Were you nervous about starting your journey? What feelings did you have as you were getting ready to start?
It was an answer to prayer. So when it came, there are eventually like a few hesitations down the line, but like in the instance, in the moment, I just thought, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. This is what I've been praying for. I remember saying to my wife, I remember saying to Haley, I don't want to win the lottery. I just want a chance. I just want a chance to work hard. I want a chance to turn my life around. And it was because you sent a personal, not copy and pasted message where I thought, this guy's interested in helping me turn my life around. There are a lot of people out there that want to make a sale, which is fair enough. not criticizing, but the way you spoke to me made me think this could be it. This could be my chance to turn my life around. So I can't honestly say that there was any sort of trepidation because I'd reached a point of, you know, the Shawshank Redemption where there's that quote, "Get busy living or get busy dying." I wanted to live, so I was ready to go all in on that real chance when it came. So I was mostly ready by then.
I love that. And I think, Chris, I think, and anybody listening, that we all have things to change about our life, whether it be the physical aspect, our mental well-being, our spiritual well-being, and it's all about timing for some. You know, it's not the right time sometimes, and there are right times. So it was the right time in your life, per se, with the right things coming together, answers to prayers where somebody was believing in you, and not just me. We had a support group, and I see as I see the viewers that are on here, I see a lot of
they're all you know. I can see them.
like
I can see all of you.
Everybody watching are the people that started with you, and isn't that cool? Like I'm just not in shock, but I'm just in awe and love seeing that. So
well, I constantly have to pinch myself. I have to pinch myself because the people that got alongside me at the beginning, I still hear, not you, my coach, but the support group, they're still there. And that's amazing to me. Like, I'm not shocked, like you say,
yeah,
but I still have to pinch myself because it really is that amazing. It's just how I feel. It's how it is.
it's so cool. So Chris, you got started. I remember you were the first person ever in our group to just like made a live video, just a raw live video saying this is where I'm at, asking for support and help, and that you were doing it for accountability. I just remember that being just so powerful. I remember being in Maui watching that video, and I'm like, this guy's gonna do it. Like, he's putting himself out there. He's gonna transform his life. So that was 8-9 months ago now. How much has your life transformed in just 9 months' time? Not even a year yet. What kind of results have you seen? What kind of changes?
Well, the first answer is I have a life. I'm not just existing. I think it's made my wife very happy as well to, you know, see me go from. I mean, it must have been difficult for her to see me going downhill sort of physically and emotionally because I was trying to support my family. I was trying to, but it, you know, it's what my granddad did. It's what my, you know, family did. You know, they're hard workers, but, you know, not necessarily getting anywhere. So to see that turnaround, to see that zest for life, you know, get injected into me and then coming out of me, that's been the main thing. I was trying to think beforehand, not that I was fed any questions or anything beforehand, but I was trying to think like, oh, you might ask me about that, like how has my life changed? And the best answer I could think of was, I've got one.
Yeah.
I've got one because, and I don't mean that in any sort of like deep and meaningful sense. I mean, literally, I am alive. I don't think I would have been. I don't think I would have been. I've got a life, I've got a hope, and I've got a future, and I've got plans, and I'm working towards those things. I had none of that. I had none of that. But now I do, and my heart's still beating, and my heart's still beating, and I'm over 100 pounds less than when I started. That's amazing to me. That's what I've got. I don't know whether anyone was expecting. I don't know what answer people were expecting, but just the fact that I'm talking to you and talking to whoever's watching, and that's what I've got. That's what I've got.
Awesome.
That's real.
I love that, Chris. And a lot of times people get caught up in the scale and in letting that define them and whatnot. And like, I think that's like the best answer that you could possibly give, is that you have a life that you're excited about, something that you're pursuing, and when you're in the pursuit of something and growing, that brings happiness and all of that, all that comes with that as well. So
hope in the future.
Yeah. I love that, Chris. I remember, guys. I remember sitting in Bristol at my breakfast with Gabby and seeing Chris walk by for the first time. And at the time, he'd probably lost, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds. And seeing him come through the door, and we had biggest man hug ever. And we're like two complete strangers on opposite sides of the world brought together through this
Sure.
health and fitness journey. And it's absolutely awesome. He's got some big goals about running Tough Mudders and getting to his goal weight. And I'm going to go out there and run one with him when he hits that goal. But Chris, where do you, like, with your health and fitness in the future, like, what do you see yourself at? Like, because you were at 378 9 months ago. Where do you see yourself at in your body, in your health, you know, in the next 2 years? Like your ideal
In the
goal
next 2 years.
that you know you can accomplish.
Well, the ideal goal that I know I can accomplish is I've got a number which is 175 pounds. But it's not like a straight shot to 170 part of my body. But you know, there's ways 175 can look. I have a goal of a strong looking 175, a lean 175. I'm sure you've got pictures of, in fact, you do. Got pictures of you the same weight, but just one look at you look smaller, in fact, in the more muscular cut one. And I'm not saying that for like aesthetic reasons. I want to be a strong, fit, healthy man for my family, for my daughters, just to be an example for them. That's my ultimate goal. So it's not just about like crashing a load of weight off, which I'm not, by the way. It's coming off healthily, but it's not about just getting down to a number. It's getting down to a number healthily, and being solid and strong and healthy with it. So I can get to 175 this year very easily, I think. Well, I know, but I think my journey is going to be it's going to be lifelong. You know, tweaking, honing, getting healthier, getting better. You know, that's basically it.
Well, you guys, first of all, you guys all heard it here. Chris is going to lose 200 and what is it, like 203 pounds. 203 pounds when he's at you heard it first right here. And one thing I love that you said, Chris, is that
by June,
by June,
by the end of June
2019, and that we're doing it
18.
Way. What's that?
18.
Yep, 2018.
By 2018.
We're going to do it in a healthy way, and which involves moving your body, exercise, properly feeding your body, eating the right foods. It's not like depriving ourselves of food. It's learning how to live that healthy lifestyle that you can carry on. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you just, you can expand on it. One last question before we let everyone go and let you get back to the family is why is this, you've kind of hit on it, but why are you going for this, and why do you inspire other people? Why you have desire to inspire other people and to continue on this journey? Because I know you started a support group called Team 2 Coins. You can tell us what that means and why you do what you do. Like, what's the reason behind why you're willing to go after this for yourself?
Yeah. Well, first of all, my motivation was that I realized I was physically and emotionally where my mother was. You know, just before she passed away. She was 33 and I was 35 when we first started speaking, but I recognized the signs. I recognized the weight levels and all the ailments. So first of all, I wanted to stop that trend within the family, and I wanted to be an example to my girls, to my wife, to my friends. So that's where it started. But I realized that the one of the biggest reasons why I've been as successful as I have been so far is the support group. Now, I'm a big believer in, and it goes back to my Christian faith of, you know, you reap what you sow, and, you know, you guys, the group, and you and Gabby as a couple, sowed so much into me. I think I had to pay that back. I had to like find other people. I think it would have been not very, I wouldn't have been showing a great deal of gratitude to you just by going, hooray, I've lost the weight. I felt, I feel compelled to do the same for others because I saw myself as the worst of the worst in terms of attitude, in terms of, weight and just not good. So I think if I can put my story out there, if I can say, well, this is how bad I was, and I think I was the worst, I can encourage you. I can show you that it's possible to turn your life around, weight wise, spiritually, emotionally. You can turn it around. If I can turn it around, I believe anyone can turn it around. But to answer the last part of your question, Team Two Coins it comes from basically a Bible story where a widow goes into the temple to bring her offering. Now, lots of people, rich people, bringing their money, clanging their change in the collection pot, might be a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things of what they're worth and what they have, it's not really much. The widow, who had nothing apart from 2 coins, gave 2 coins. It was it was it was nothing compared to what everyone else gave, but in actual fact, it was way more. Now I reckon that wherever whoever you are listening, and it's the way I saw it for my own journey, I can give my 100%. Forget about him, her, whoever. I, me, you, we, all of us can give our 100%, can give our 2 coins, and we can make our progress, not measuring against anyone else. As long as you give your 2 coins, you can see process. I gave mine, and I've seen progress. So it does work.
I
I'm
love
proof
that.
of it.
I love that, Chris. And you're a great example, to me as an individual, as we message each other back and forth almost on the daily, and seeing you inside of leading your group and inside the group that we originally started with, that you give your best every single day. Guys, you guys are watching Chris, very busy, working more than a full-time job with a wife and kids, is finding time to completely change his life and kind of getting rid of that excuse that, you can take care of yourself, be a great example to your kids, live the best life that you possibly can, inspire other people, and just give everything that you have towards bettering your life and helping other people know how to do that as well. So Chris, I just want to say thank you for hopping on. I know it's late for you guys in the UK, 8:30 p.m. or so. So I'm going to let you get back to your wife and kids, and I'm going to get ready for my kids to come home from school. I just want to say thank you. We're super proud of you. We can all see you at your goal weight of 175 pounds strong, and winning the Beachbody champion contest. Inspiring.
Well, I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you did, yes.
Yes, you will. We're putting it out to the universe, because what you focus on expands, and we're, for those of you watching, we are working towards the next Beachbody Challenge Grand Champion, and I believe you're deserving of. So we're here rooting you on, Chris, and hopefully people that watch this can jump on the 2 coins wagon and learn to follow in your example. And I just want to thank you guys. So if this, if you know that somebody out there is struggling with their weight, or believing in themselves and need some sort of accountability, or even just belief that they can change their life, no matter what part they're in, mentally, physically, spiritually, please tag them in the video or share this video with them, so they can be inspired and believe just a little bit more in themselves. See you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye. Thanks, Chris.
Bye.